Right now, live at 5, we're inside the courtroom for the latest on a Cloquet murder trial. Plus, communities are picking up the pieces following the damage and destruction from yesterday's storm. And
she's got a heart bigger than anybody I've ever met.
The Duluth community is rallying around a city councilor as we learn she's diagnosed with a terminal illness.
You're watching Live at 5 on Live Local CBS 3.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Kristen Bakke.
And I'm Briggs LaSavage. Closing arguments have been made and the jury is deliberating as we speak in a Cloquet man's murder trial. Sheldon Thompson is charged with the murder of Jackie Defoe, her son Kevin, and her unborn child back in March of 2020. Now, a jury is deciding whether or not he's guilty of premeditated first-degree murder and second-degree murder. CBS 3's Quinn Gorham has been tracking this trial for us since last week and has more from inside the courtroom.
Closing arguments earlier today were both thorough and intense from both sides. There was a lot of conversation about what exactly those charges you just mentioned mean. So let's break those down and talk about what they mean in regard to this particular trial. This morning kicked off with jury instruction. That's where they told the jury, that's where the jury was told, rather, what they need to consider in regards to a verdict. First-degree premeditated murder means the state needs to prove both intent and planning, but that premeditation could be anywhere from several weeks to several minutes. There's no defined time frame for that. Now, the prosecution laid out a detailed timeline of events they believe pointed to Thompson not only committing the murders, but thinking about it beforehand. That timeline included surveillance video of his car entering and leaving the area, attempting to purchase a new vehicle, and withdrawing thousands of dollars from a local bank within minutes. They also pointed to the testimony of those close to Thompson, who alleged he admitted to the murders in the days surrounding Defoe's death. Finally, they presented the, quote, brutal killings of both Defoe and her son as evidence their deaths were no accident. Defoe had more than 30 stab wounds, many after her heart had stopped, and her son Kevin had broken bones all over his body. For the defense's rebuttal, that they drew attention to what they called unclear forensics, claiming blood found on scene from Thompson could have come from any time prior to Defoe's murder. They also claimed some of the witnesses' testimony was unreliable due to alleged drug use. Finally, they pointed to the medical examiner who performed the autopsy 4 days after the murder, claiming decomposition may have begun just 2 days prior. Following a brief rebuttal from the state, the jury was turned over to deliberate. Now, that was around 1:00 p.m. earlier today, meaning they've been in there for just over 4 hours deliberating. As for what they're hung up on, my guess would be something along the lines of the reasonable doubt that Thompson either committed the murders or committed them in a manner which would warrant the charges that were filed. The state laid out all of the direct and circumstantial evidence during the trial and during closing arguments today, but the defense also issued quite a rebuttal to those statements, causing maybe some of those jurors to have some doubt in their minds that they're going through right now.
Thank you, Quinn. And of course, we'll continue to keep tabs on this case and update you as soon as the jury reaches a verdict.
I thought a bomb went off. I mean, the shrapnel everywhere, houses gone. We had to work to get out of the crawl space we were in with some friends, and we knew it was gone when it started raining and hailing on us in the basement, so it's unbelievable.
Tonight, so many are in the same boat as that man from Alexandria. Their jaws on the floor as they clean up after destructive storms tore through much of Minnesota last night. You can see incredible damage to homes, trees, and roads. Amazingly, tonight, there have been no reports of any injuries.
The National Weather Service is surveying the damage across the state, including in the small city of Ferrata, just south of Alexandria. They saw some of the worst storm damage there. The NWS confirmed a tornado hit that area last night, but they're still surveying to see just how severe that tornado was. It's one of 4 possible tornadoes they're investigating.
In our coverage area, the community of Deer River, just west of Grand Rapids, was hit especially hard. That's where we find CBS 3's Larissa Millis tonight. Larissa, what are things looking like there?
Yeah, Kristen Briggs, I'm here in Deer River where the community has been gathering and cleaning up residences and local public buildings since yesterday's storms. I'm on a property right now, a residential property. Behind me, you can see all of this is brush from 5 trees that were on the northern end of this woman's property all the way over there. Those trees are completely gone now. They were all struck down during the storm. She said that she's had people here all day helping clean up. If you look at the top of her house, you can even see some of the siding of her back roof is gone. And if we take a walk this way, yesterday, just seconds after she got her back door shut, this tree fell on top of her house and hit the back of her property. Luckily, she said, nobody was injured. Everyone in the town is safe and healthy, which she says is the most important thing. Obviously, there's a lot of damage here, but she says it's been amazing to see the community, which they finished up for the day, but they were here just about 20 minutes ago, helping clear all of the brush, pushing it here to the edge of the property, and then they're going to be clearing it in the days to come. And she says it's just been really great to see the community come together during this devastation. I'll send it back to you guys.
All right, certainly a jaw-dropping scene tonight. Larissa Millis in Deer River for us. Thank you, Larissa.
Bo joins us now, and truly some devastating images there, and hopefully some calm weather as folks continue to clean up.
Yes, and the next couple of days, people will have plenty of time to clean up the debris and clean up your yards from all those severe storms, because we're going to see sunshine. Finally, we deserve those sunshine. Looking at satellite and radar, we are still seeing a couple of showers that are falling across the Northland, mainly in Minnesota, but this is just lingering showers behind the system. The system has officially moved into Canada, so we're starting to see things calm down a little bit. If we zoom out, you can notice how the center of the low is just north of International Falls. When you see the rain kind of rotating like that up north, that's indicating where the center of the low is. Now, another thing is temperatures are cooling down quickly. We saw a huge fluctuation in temperatures where Wisconsin saw nearly 70 to 80 degrees and Minnesota saw more 50 degrees. But eventually everybody is going to be back down to the 50s and 60s for the next couple of days. For tonight, we're going to start out mostly cloudy, but then we'll see the clouds eventually clear out and the sunshine come in tomorrow, but it is still going to be breezy. Coming up in a few minutes, I'll let you know if we have more chances of showers in the forecast.
Thank you, Bo. The Duluth community is standing with a city councilor diagnosed with a terminal illness.
Loved ones say Renee Van Nett is in the hospital tonight. And while we don't know exactly what she is battling at this time, we do know a GoFundMe has raised close to $20,000 to support her family, including her 2 daughters. Van Nett has served on the Duluth City Council for 2 terms, becoming the first Indigenous woman elected and the first to hold the president's seat. Eric Forsman has served alongside Van Nett on the City Council and calls her both a mentor and one of his best friends.
She's got a heart bigger than anybody I've ever met and a backbone of steel tougher than anybody I've ever seen. So I'm sure she's grateful for everybody right now.
Forsman added Van Nett has done amazing work for Duluth and is respected by so many beyond the city's borders. She's also been a champion for labor issues in our region. Beth McCuskey, president of the Duluth Central Labor Body, says Van Nett has been invaluable.
She was a hard-fist advocate for police, fire, city workers and their right to not only have good union contracts, but be able to be heard and listened to. She just was all about making that process was open and fair and reasonable for the employees.
Again, a GoFundMe has been set up to support Van Nett's family and help pay for expenses. We have a link to that on our website, cbs3duluth.com. She also was recently running for a state house seat, a campaign she has now suspended. As for Van Nett's city council seat, she has not submitted a resignation at this time.
Still to come on Live at 5, turning an old tennis court into 2 new community basketball courts. More on Ashland's push to revitalize a community park coming up.
It's Home's Memorial Day sale with a large selection of in-stock furniture on sale up to 30% off. Plus, get no money down, no minimum purchase, 6-year special financing, and free shipping. The Memorial Day sale ends Sunday at Home Furniture.
Here at locally owned Adolphson Real Estate, we are ready to help you find the perfect space to fit your business's needs with no extra fees. Own nearly 8,000 square feet of prime Superior Street frontage in the heart of the Duluth Business District. Please call our Duluth office for more details. Call us today to schedule a tour at Adolphson Real Estate.
In this market, you'll find Fisher Investments is different than other money managers.
Different how? Aren't we all just looking for the hottest stocks?
Nope. We use diversified strategies to position our clients' portfolios for their long-term goals.
But you still sell investments that generate high commissions for you, right?
No, we don't sell commission products. We're a fiduciary, obligated to act in our clients' best interest.
So when do you make more money? Only when your clients make more money?
Yep. We do better when our clients do better. At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different.
Interstate Battery has the battery for your RV, ATV, and so much more. Power up your summer with a battery you can depend on. Visit us today at 426 John Avenue in Superior or at your nearest Interstate Batteries dealer. Interstate Batteries, outrageously dependable.
Duluth Playhouse proudly hosts History Theater's production of Glen Sheen the Musical. This award-winning smash hit runs June 3rd through the 12th at the North Shore Theater. Get your tickets today at duluthplayhouse.org or by calling 218-733-7555.
The United States Hockey Hall of Fame Museum invites you to attend our open house celebrating the beginning of our 50th year. Free admission to all Saturday, June 18th from 12 to 4. Come join us and celebrate the history of American hockey.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
During the Memorial Day sale at Home Sleep Express, save up to $500 on Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets. Plus, get a free $300 home shopping card with free delivery, setup, and a 120-night guarantee. The Tempur-Pedic Memorial Day sale at Home Sleep Express.
Welcome back to the CBS 3 News live at 5. Here's a live look from the aerial lift bridge tonight. You can see gloomy skies still overhead out there, but not even close to what we saw during last night's lightning display. Bo will be in with this week's full forecast in just a few minutes. But first, let's take a look around the region.
Raising money to improve accessibility at the Apostle Islands, and a new shop opens tomorrow in Grand Marais. All of that and more as we take you around the Northland city by city. We start in Ashland, Wisconsin tonight, where the community is looking to update an old park. The Ashland Parks and Rec Department is working with the community to rehabilitate the East End Community Park. They're hoping to transform the old tennis courts into 2 basketball courts. The project is estimated at about $25,000, and they have a donor willing to match up to half of that. They are now asking the community to help with this new project. Any additional money will go toward the warming house and playground. Next, we head to the Apostle Islands, where they are also fundraising for a cause this next month. Starting tomorrow, June 1st, they will be participating in the Roundup for Partners program via the Shawamigan Food Co-op in Ashland. Throughout the month of June, you can round up for friends, and the extra money will be donated to the Friends of the Apostle Islands National Lakeshore. The group plans on using these donations on their Access for All efforts to help make the park more accessible to users of all abilities. And we wrap up in Grand Marais tonight, where they are welcoming a new business. Located on North Broadway, the Sweetwater Company will sell women's fashion items and home decor. Additionally, on the second story of the building, they will have 2 rental units called the Sweetwater Suites. Those will open in late June. The Sweetwater Co. will hold their official grand opening tomorrow. If there's something going on in your neighborhood that you think we should know about, send us an email and it might be featured as we go around the Northland city by city.
Still to come on Live at 5, from LA to DLH. Details on the new movie shooting scenes right here in Duluth.
And temperatures today were seasonal for this time of year, and we did see some showers, but coming up in a few minutes, I'll let you know if there's more showers in the forecast.
I'm meteorologist Peter Kivikauskas. Wake up with us here on CBS 3.
Wake up with Natalie and Peter on CBS 3.
Duluth Stove and Fireplace offers a full line of Finleo sauna rooms, sauna heaters, and sauna accessories. Visit us online at duluthstove.com or come and see us at Duluth Stove and Fireplace at 2431 West Superior Street and see your next sauna.
Flying from the big city can be stressful with traffic, parking fees, busy concourses, and security lines, and that long drive home. At Range Regional Airport, we take the stress out of flying. We're close to home with free parking, short lines, comfortable lounge, and quick access through security. Take the stress out of flying. Fly Range Regional Airport, Hibbing.
Hello, spring. Hello, savings. Now at Arrowhead Supply. Save hundreds with a free leather upgrade. Or get $300 off stressless Mike and Max motorized recliners with a soft rocking motion that provides instant comfort. And $300 off the new 50th anniversary retro stressless Royal recliner. Available with the iconic stressless original base. Shop Arrowhead Supply in Duluth and Virginia.
When it comes to sports, there's one guy who's dunking on the competition. For all your local sports, Duncan Goldberg. Evenings on Live Local CBS 3.
I'm Nora O'Donnell in our nation's capital. We're here at the White House with the President of the United States.
Thanks for having me.
Our exclusive access to the presidential platform. We will witness yet another moment in history.
The CBS Evening News with Nora O'Donnell from Washington, D.C.
Get your news on the go, the CBS 3 mobile app. And now your WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Bo Fogel.
Well, to say the least, yesterday was pretty active across the Northland, but today we finally got some relief, even though it was overcast and a little dreary, but it is coming to an end. Looking on satellite and radar, we are still picking up some isolated showers throughout the Northland, mainly in Minnesota, but this is just lingering showers behind the system. The system has become occluded, so it is weakening as it moves into Canada. If we zoom out a little bit, you can notice where the center of the low is, just north of International Falls. When you see the showers kind of rotating like that in a counterclockwise way, that is the indication where the center of the low is. But all these clouds will be diminishing overnight. Now, the National Weather Service has recently confirmed that a tornado did touch down out in Plato, Minnesota, which is just west of Minneapolis. They have rated as a EF1 tornado at max wind speeds at about 90 miles per hour. So a lot of damage being reported out there. I know there's another one that was recently confirmed in Ferrata, Minnesota, which is just near Alexandria. They have not rated it quite yet, but again, definitely pray for everybody down there who has been impacted. Wind gusts today pretty much was the main topic. We saw a lot of wind gusts reaching up to about 45 to 50 miles per hour. Ashland so far taking the lead at 53 miles per hour, but fortunately, as we head through tonight and as the system moves off to the northeast, these winds will calm down. By tomorrow, we're going to see some sunshine that we so richly deserve. We got winds that will still come in from the west between 10 to 15 miles per hour, could gust up to about 25, but it's not going to be as bad as it was today. As we enter Thursday, though, we are going to see clouds increasing and another chance for some more isolated showers. It's the same system that brought us the severe weather yesterday. It's going to retrograde back towards our area, but it's not going to be anywhere as strong as we saw yesterday. So don't worry, it's just a couple of isolated showers, and that is it. But tonight, we are going to still be mostly cloudy. It is still going to be windy, and temperatures are going to fall down to the lower 40s. So overall, it is not a terrible night compared to last night. Now, looking at Futurecast, we're going to see this system continue on moving to the northeast. It is still going to weaken, and high pressure is going to give us the sunshine for tomorrow. And then, as I mentioned, what's going to happen is this system is going to start moving backwards towards our area, retrograding, and that is where we're going to see those showers for Thursday. Fortunately, high pressure is going to keep this system weak, and we're not going to expect a whole lot of activity. Just some clouds, some showers, but sunshine is still possible on Thursday. Currently, right now, though, it is overcast for a lot of folks. Temperatures, though, definitely different. We still got some 70s out in the UP area and parts of Wisconsin, but then now 50s and some 40s up to the northwest. And that cool air is heading our way. Tomorrow, though, it is going to be seasonal. We're going to see mostly sunny skies, temperatures being in the mid-60s, perfect weather. A little further south you go, it is going to be mostly cloudy, but nothing to complain about. And this type of weather is expected for the rest of the week. 7-day forecast. Thursday, isolated shower. Friday, more sunshine. Saturday, again, another chance for some isolated showers, but no large activity is expected. The next week or so is going to be pleasant, and it's going to be perfect weather for people to clean up the mess and as well diminish that flood risk up north. So pray for everybody up there, and if you can help, please help.
Yeah, folks certainly deserve this break in the crazy weather we've been dealing with.
Oh, yes, everybody deserves a break every once in a while.
Lots of work to be done. Thank you, Bo.
Several people were seriously hurt in multiple ATV crashes in Cass County over the holiday weekend. The sheriff's office says the first crash happened Saturday morning when a 15-year-old boy lost control and hit several trees. Then Sunday night, authorities say a 42-year-old woman and a toddler were riding in a yard when they hit a tree. The third crash happened around that same time. A 56-year-old man rolled his ATV into a ditch. All 4 victims had serious injuries and were airlifted to the hospital.
Shortly after the Viking cruise ship left Duluth last night, weather forced her to change course. Bayfield was supposed to be the Octantis' next stop this morning. She arrived there around 7 o'clock, but winds between 20 and 40 miles per hour and high waves made it too hard for the smaller boats to shuttle the 400 passengers to shore. They ended up skipping the Bayfield stop and continued on the rest of their Great Lakes tour instead. The Viking Octantis will be making her next stop in Bayfield on June 28th.
You could have confused downtown Duluth for a Hollywood movie studio today. Producers for the new film Merry Kiss Cam were out shooting some scenes at Carmody's Irish Pub on East Superior Street. It's a romantic Christmas comedy about 2 people from different worlds who connect on the kiss cam at a hockey game. The producer told us she came here a few years ago for the Catalyst Content Festival and saw just how much Duluth had to offer a movie like hers.
They have so many different places to shoot, so many different, you can be at the water, you can be in the mountains, you can do all that stuff. There's like a little downtown, there's Lincoln Park, there's all kinds of places. So it gives a real variety to a movie.
While some of the production team is from LA and other parts of the country, the cast and crew are made up of a lot of Northlanders too. No word yet when the movie will come out, but the team hopes to bring future productions back to Duluth and really help boost the region's production capacities.
And what could be a better movie
than a hockey
exactly.
Yes.
One of a hockey
comedy
made for us here in the Northland. Still to come, President Biden met with the chairman of the Federal Reserve today to lay out a plan for curbing inflation. His next steps after the break.
Spring is here, and we have all your cycling needs covered. Need folding tires, shorts, parts, or helmets? We have them. Want an e-bike? We have those too. Need a shock repair? We can do it. Stop into Twin Ports Cyclery today.
Hey neighbor, you switched to T-Mobile home internet yet? Trim your hedge. It's $50 a month with no price hikes. Bam! It runs on T-Mobile's wireless 5G network. So all you gotta do is plug in one cord.
T-Mobile 5G home internet. Just $50 a month. No price hikes, no hidden fees.
I did it. I switched to T-Mobile home internet, and I am loving it.
Don't sneak up on me like that.
Why didn't you tell me to switch earlier?
Your personal information gets exposed so often, it might as well be hanging in a museum. Everyday activities like online shopping, banking, and even data breaches may expose your information and make it dangerously easy to have your identity stolen. No wonder there's a new victim every 3 seconds.
Someone stole my information and tried to buy a car in my name. Felt really devastating, frightened, because I had no control.
And the ways identity thieves can steal and use your information are constantly evolving.
Someone used my information to open up bank accounts in my name. It was terrifying, not knowing what was out there and what had been opened.
Watching your accounts or monitoring your credit may not be enough, but protecting your identity can be easy with LifeLock, a leader in identity theft protection. LifeLock monitors threats to your identity, and if an issue is detected, sends you an alert.
It was a big yes or a big no button. I clicked that's not me, and LifeLock took it from there.
If you are a victim of identity theft, a dedicated U.S.-based restoration specialist will work to fix it.
If something happens, you have somebody fighting for you. I don't know what I would have done without my restoration specialist.
And you'll be covered by the LifeLock $1 Million Protection Package, including reimbursement for stolen funds, personal expenses, and coverage for lawyers and experts if needed.
With the $1 Million Protection Package, I know LifeLock has me covered.
It can be dangerously easy to steal your identity, but now it's easy to help protect yourself.
I realize identity theft can happen to anybody, so that's why I signed up for LifeLock.
Join the millions of people already protected by LifeLock, and for a limited time, save 25% with promo code 25TV. LifeLock. Identity theft protection starts here. Call 1-800-483-5529 or go to lifelock.com/25TV and use promo code 25TV to save 25% on your first year of identity theft protection. Enroll now.
We take you inside the courtroom for the latest on a cloaking murder trial.
We are seeing wind gusts at about 50 miles per hour across the Northland, but I'll let you know when those winds will calm down.
The Twin Ports have become a mecca for cycling. Whether it be single track or road biking, when you're pushing the pedal harder but not going farther, Twin Ports Cyclery has what you need to gear up and get out there.
With Americans facing record high prices heading into the summer, the Consumer Confidence Index fell slightly this month.
Today, President Biden laid out his plan to try and get inflation under control. Natalie Brand has more from the White House.
From the gas pump really ridiculous to the airport, summer travelers cannot escape soaring inflation and higher prices.
Every time we look up the prices, they're getting higher by the day.
President Biden has made addressing inflation his top economic priority, underscored in his Tuesday meeting with Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell.
My plan is to address inflation. It starts with a simple proposition: respect the Fed. They have a laser focus on addressing inflation, just like I am.
The Fed chairman has signaled he will continue to support raising interest rates until prices fall to a stable level. The Consumer Price Index hit 8.3% in April, while oil prices ticked up Tuesday after the European Union announced an embargo on most Russian oil imports. In an op-ed, President Biden also detailed his plan to curb inflation, which includes fixing supply chains, improving infrastructure, and paying down the federal deficit.
There isn't a pain-free way of addressing where we're at now.
George Washington University professor Tara Sinclair says right now economists are looking at two possible scenarios for what happens next.
There's arguments that we might be concerned about inflation for some time to come, or that we might be facing a recession in the next 6 to 12 to 18 months.
Professor Sinclair says she believes the picture will become clearer in the next few months, but the real economic impact may not be known until next year. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
President Biden also wrote in his op-ed that he'll continue doing what he can on his own to lower prices, but he's also calling on Congress to pass some of his social agenda items too.
We've got a packed broadcast for you tonight. With the summer travel season upon us, what airlines are doing to address the country's dire pilot shortage so there won't be those canceled flights. That and more tonight on the CBS Evening News.
CBS 3 closed captioning is brought to you by Essentia Health. Don't fall behind in your child's routine care. Schedule a well child check today. Same-day appointments are available. Visit EssentiaHealth.org.
Injured? Call Stockman Law Office. Serious injuries including wrongful death, recreational vehicles, boats, and dog bites. Call anytime, 218-576-8599. No recovery, no fee. Stockman Law Office. Serious injuries, serious law.
Dude, great ride, right? This Silverado keeps me connected and in control. And this touchscreen is my command center. My command center.
The 2022 Silverado LT. Find new control. Find new roads.
Very well qualified buyers can get 1.9% financing on all 2022 Silverado 1500 pickups. Visit TrueNorthChevyDealers.com.
Duluth Pack is the oldest canvas and leather pack and bag maker in the United States of America. Nobody else can say that. We are the one. This year in 2022, we are celebrating our 140th consecutive year in business. Duluth Pack, being a historic company, has been here a long time, and we are so excited for the next 140 years.
I love living in the Northland. I've lived here now for about coming on 9 years. And the community, I think, is something really special. Once I was able to really sink my teeth into who Duluth is as a community, it really made things a whole lot more special. We have such a wide viewing area. We span all the way from northern Minnesota to the Twin Ports into Wisconsin, over to Michigan. There's endless opportunities for you to get to know a community.
Start your morning with Natalie Grant and Peter Kavitkauskas on CBS 3. Get your news on the go, the CBS 3 mobile app.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Welcome back to the CBS 3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from Canal Park on this Tuesday evening. Let's take a look back at today's top story and see what's coming up at 6.
Tonight at 5, we were at the Carlton County Courthouse as the jury for the Sheldon Thompson murder trial is still deliberating at this hour. Closing arguments were made this morning and deliberation began around 1 o'clock. Thompson is charged with the murder of Jackie Defoe, her son Kevin, and her unborn child in March of 2020. We will update you on the verdict as soon as we can.
And tonight at 6, as flooding continues in northern Minnesota, concerns are rising about sewer systems and sanitary water in parts of Koochiching County. And now local leaders are encouraging residents to limit the use of water as those systems just can't keep up. They're warning tonight.
That's your news at 5. The CBS Evening News is up next.
We'll see you back here at 6.